Joel Bauer here, launching a new internet TV series, and I have the great honor of having Ray K just produce the rough cut video that blew me away. There has not been a singular video ever that has ever sustained my attention. My students went nuts over it instantly, and what blew me away is it's the rough cut. Ray here, we're shooting today, and it's just a pleasure. I literally don't have to think. They tell me what to do, they understand me, and I trust them. And I've never been in a situation where I didn't have to do the work. So if you're looking for someone where you can shine, and they'll bring the best out of you, that's what he's about. He just somehow gets under your skin and understands what the audience needs to see that's going to put you in your best light. And I'll tell you something, we're not dealing with small numbers here. The potential for this series and ancillary projects is out of control. But aside from the numbers, I'm proud of it. This man is, he's a treasure and he's an artist. I would not call him a filmmaker or a videographer. I call him a man with an amazing imagination who can conceive something that others, not only do they not see it, they have no way of achieving it. He's a visionary, he's a producer, and he's a director. And you end up with a result, and your audience goes ballistic. I'm telling you, my students, we just finished a massive event. People flew in from all over the world. Jaws dropped. We put it online. Never seen a response like this. Ray K, this man's a real deal.
And from my personal view, I've been working with the top guys in the industry and did seminars with them, went through their training, and I just recently completed Joel Bauer's 4-day event. The thing that struck me, it was not about the money, it's not about how much money you can make, but who you become as a person being on that stage, delivering your message in a way that you just come out so strong, so confident who you are and what your message is all about, and you have the tools to communicate that message so clear that people just follow and just follow every single word you say, and they just believe that you are the most caring, most intuitive person that they have to work with you. And for me, that was the biggest transformation. I got 10 years biggest breakthrough that I was looking for. So thank you, Joel Bauer.
It was exciting to be with Ray because he had a preconceived notion, as many do, as to who I am. Maybe they saw me years ago. Maybe they saw a piece of viral video that showed them a character. But I've spent my whole life looking for my voice and my legs and my comfort zone. And that's what I teach other people. I teach them to have a conversation in real time with the audience, with the feedback loop. So the audience is comfortable and they relate to you. Yes, there's a whole mechanics behind it. Yes, there's an order and a sequence and a syntax. There's a whole process, but you are ultimately finding you. You're not pretending to be a speaker. You're not exaggerating. You're not lying. You're not distorting. It's people flying from all over the world now. It's been 17 years, 16 and a half years that I've trained people to do this, and they're in tears. I mean, 2 nights ago, you were there.
I was tearing up 40% of the time. It was just breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough, just seeing that, understanding all mechanics. So Joel, where can they find your process?
If you just go to joelbauer.com, and I would urge you to enjoy the free webinar. It's only 37 minutes, and then if you continue, it actually tells you that at the end of the 37 minutes, I teach you something called the billionaire principle. And this principle alone has not only made me a lot of money. Mike Koenig, he thought he was going to do $3 million, he did $6 million when I trained him years ago. If you think you know what testimonial capture is about, well, watch the billionaire principle. Then, if you want to hang in there on that webinar, it'll then explain what I do with online mentorship. There's so much free training with no obligation. Go to Joel Bauer, JoelBauer.com, and you will find at no charge gifts gifts that'll make a difference to your bottom line that you can implement in a day or two. It won't take you long. And you can also come to one of my 2-day weekends, as long as I'm running them in the US here, or my 1 days in Asia, off on tour. You'll see events there, and I scholarship you a $5,000 ticket. I then reduce to 3, and currently I'm giving them away. If you're worried about spending money with me, or that it's going to be a sell-a-thon, don't bring any money. You'll never come to a more loving weekend event that has more value. I've had people like Aaron Sansoni and Glenn Schwittle and Peng Joon. I've had people fly in from around the world and say, I can't believe what you give away in the 2 days. In fact, over 1,900 of the world's top closers, authors, mentors, marketers have learned a process that cost them a minimum of $10,000 to learn. Most paid $15,000. And I gift that to you on day 1 of the 2-day weekend called Mentoring for Millions. Because you're not a speaker, you're a mentor. There's a lot more dimension. You're transferring your skill sets to someone else. You're saving them the 15 to 20-year learning curve. You get to make a lot of money doing something you love. More importantly, you build tremendous self-esteem and you get to pass it forward.
And if Lithuanian with difficult communication skills can do it, I mean, like, imagine what's for you. Thank you, Joel.
Take care, guys.